morning, I'm Vanessa from Life Mentoring. Today I'm talking about emotions. We all have emotions. It's a physiological state. We have a feeling and it becomes a physical within our body. It's subconscious and it's actually comes from your thoughts and beliefs about events and experiences. And it's really, really useful if we can be on top of our emotions, which sometimes we are and sometimes we're not. Sometimes emotions are positive and sometimes they're negative. They're actually really helpful to us. They help us to take action. They help us to understand both ourselves and other people. The thing with emotions is it's when your brain is not in its logical state. And even sometimes when you think you're using your logical brain, you've got to remember that it's still to do with your thoughts and feelings, which is all related to past events. So it's all related to emotions. But we actually can have like an emotional overload outburst and we're not in a logical state. So what are we going to do? It's happened. So the first thing you need to do is to calm down. We need to calm down. We need to get back into a logical state. Now, if you're not used to doing that, this will take you some while to learn to do it. So when you do, be really pleased with yourself. This is an achievement to get back on top of your emotions. And when you've done that and you're calm, then you can start to review what happened. So give it a label. What was it you were feeling? Was it frustration? Was it anger? Label your feeling, and this is really helpful because then when it happens again, you've got a label, you become familiar and you can refer back to it. So the next thing to do is to acknowledge the feeling. That was real. That was a real feeling for you. It's valid, it's true, it happened. And learn to express it. By speaking it out loud, you're expressing it and it helps you to understand it. And then once you've labelled it and acknowledged it, have a think about what you could do another time if you were in that situation. Think of your options and your strategies. So you felt frustrated. What could you have done aside from having an outburst? And as I say, come up with a few strategies, because when you're actually in that situation, you're not in the logical state. It's really, really hard to think. So we need to be prepared. So so that one is come up with your options, and then you're in a position next time to start reviewing it and seeing how well you did. Now, bear in mind, quite often this overload of emotion can be because something it didn't meet your expectations. There's a mismatch there, and you want to consider what your expectations were and how it didn't align. And then that makes it easier to consider next time. So just to summarize, emotions, they're real and valid, but it's really, really helpful to get on top of your emotions. It puts you more in control, and we do this by, after the event, calming down, labeling them, acknowledge your feelings, and coming up with options and strategies should that or similar situation happen again. This is my last video before Christmas of 2020, so I wish you all a good Christmas. I know it's not as normal, and I know some of you are in difficult situations, and let's look forward to 2021. Thank you for watching.